We're good.
Live from Huntertown, Indiana, it's Soarin on the air. And this is our post Valentine's Day special. And, we had this little contest on who our favorite birds were. Well, I hate to tell you this, they're all my favorite birds. They're all my favorite birds. But some people got to be a little choosy about who their favorite birds were. So I think our first winner was Jet. On day number 1 was Jet. And Jet's a Cooper's Hawk. Yay!
Yay!
And since he's the winner on that day, he got an extra mouse head. Okay, so that made him a little happy. Okay, so why don't we, Pam, why don't you bring Jet up here?
Trying to keep him facing forward.
Well, he's like a kid. You can't ever trust them to do what they're supposed to do. So this is Jet, and he's a Cooper's Hawk. He's a first-year bird, and he's a little unusual for Cooper's Hawks because I was going to say he's pretty tame, and he really is. He's pretty tame. He's very curious about us humans, and has no problem at all sitting on the fist, and sort of. The thing is, he said Pam got fixed up her hair differently, so he doesn't recognize her. That kind of thing. So anyways, Cooper's Hawks. This is a sippiter or a woodland raptor, and typically it's a bird eating sippiter. So it's a very fast pursuit bird, and this is the guy that visits your bird feeder. I know a lot of people really feel upset about having these Cooper's Hawks come to the bird feeder, but typically in nature, the predators generally take out the weak the birds or birds that would probably not survive, on their own. So it's one of these things. There's kind of a balance there between us having bird feeders out there to feed the birds that can't feed for themselves, and having Cooper's Hawks that feed on the birds that would not make it otherwise. And in addition to doing birds, we also do mice, chipmunks. Yeah, you like the little chipmunks particularly. I think that's one of his favorites. So voles, and the other mice like that. So you were the first one on the first day of our contest. And did we have a Valentine's Day card for him?
Oh, yes. My iPad just fell asleep.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll put that down for a second, everybody.
Okay. What's everybody looking at?
The tabletop. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah.
There is. You want to hold, and then I'll change the cards. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's his Valentine's Day card. Oh wait.
You make my heart soar.
Oh.
Aww.
You know what? Yeah, it's almost soaring time for these guys. Probably starting next month, you're going to start seeing the coops doing display flights. Typically, the male will fly over a female who's sitting on a perch watching, and he does this undulating flight. Looks like a little a bird on a carousel going up and down and flying in a circle around him. And you'll see the undertail coverts. They're real nice, bright white. You'll see those flash when they're flying around doing their courtship flight. And you, unfortunately, are just too young to do courtship flights.
So we're really excited to have Coopers because Coopers are so high-strung, as you can see by this one, that they're very, very hard to train. And we've never had a Cooper's Hawk before. And some rehab centers don't have them because they're just too flighty. They don't do well when they come in rehab because they go into shock and they just get so nervous. So we're excited to have them. We still need to train a little bit better on the glove, but we're excited.
Well, I don't think the screech owls are really appreciative. In fact, I had a Cooper's Hawk out in front of my house about 3 weeks ago. I actually caught a rabbit,
Oh, wow.
I was really surprised, you know, but it was a big female, and she had the rabbit, and my wife said, you have to intercede for this, you know, so I got in there, but I don't think he would have gotten, he had the rabbit, but I think it was one of these things where, okay, I got it, now what do I do with it?
Yeah.
And he wasn't making any strides on getting the fur off so he could get to the meat or anything like that, so I split the two of them up, and
Aw.
the coop has not been happy with me ever since. But she's still out there in the house. So I was, like I said, really surprised that she tried a rabbit, you know. So okay, so that was day number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you, Jen.
Yay.
Thank you. Okay, so day on number 2, who was the cute little bird that won everybody's heart on day number 2? Well, it appears to be Frankie, and so Sue here has Frankie. Frankie, you glad that Cooper's Hawk's gone?
Oh, that's a cute picture.
Yeah. Just keep an eye. Okay. All
Hey,
gone.
Frankie.
All gone. Yeah, there you go. Now you can calm down a little bit. Hey, Frankie, come on. Yeah. What?
That's where
Ooh,
you
tell
get
him.
Frankie. He talks a lot.
He talks a lot. As in Frankie who?
Sinatra.
Frankie Sinatra.
My
Okay.
wife has the tone down. Very vocal.
Frankie Sinatra. Okay, so Frankie's an Eastern Screech Owl, right? And what do we know about him?
Well, Frankie came to us late in 2018. He was an unfortunate rescue that we had when somebody cut down his tree and he fell 25 feet and he broke a wing, and he also got a damage to his cere, which is just above his beak. And after trying to get that wing repaired, found out it wasn't going to be work. You know, we couldn't do it, so he became one of our education birds. And he spent a few months with a volunteer learning how to do all this. And she named him Frankie after Frank Sinatra, like he said, because he's very vocal compared to some of the other screeches.
Hey, Frankie?
Yay, Frankie.
Yay,
Yeah, Frankie.
Yay.
Yeah, so.
He gets very vocal when he sees big birds.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, his first trip outside his pen is to see our eagle, and he immediately starts vocalizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna talk? Huh?
Talk a
You
little
gonna
bit more.
talk? Not you.
Yeah.
Hey. No?
No? Okay.
Next time. There you
Next
go.
time.
Okay.
Here's his card again.
Good enough,
That's the
okay.
cutest card.
Good night, Frankie.
Yep.
Or good day, Frankie.
Yeah.
And there's his card. I will be your Valentine.
Who did those? Who did the Valentine's Day cards?
Lori.
Lori did those. Thank you, Lori,
Yeah.
if you were watching. And so it's you know, some of them are really corny. You know, kind of like those little candy hearts you get at Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So,
But cute.
but they're cute.
They're cute because they are our birds.
Yeah. So it's, you know, so let's see. On day 3, it was a tie.
Yes.
Okay. So between Puck and Athena. So let's see here.
Where's Athena?
I got Puck.
You got Puck. Okay.
got Puck.
See, now if you look at Puck and you look at
Athena's
Frankie,
coming out.
they look
Okay.
pretty similar, but I think you'll notice that Puck has more black on the chest, I think. And also, he's sort of talkative too. But I don't know if he learned from Frankie or not. But Frankie and Puck and Arlo and who's the other one in there?
Those are the only 3 in there.
Oh, it's
And
just
then
3.
Houdini's by himself.
Oh, Houdini, that's right. They ostracized him.
He'll
Yeah.
come out a little bit later.
Yeah, I think Houdini's way down the list there. So anyway, so again, another Eastern Screech Owl. They have a nice box. There's a cavity that they can crawl into and get out of the weather a little bit. And, so.
Quit turning your head.
You want me to tell you a little bit about Puck?
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Okay. Puck came in 2019 from Leota, Indiana, and a lovely couple found him in the middle. Found him in the middle of the road and started redirecting traffic. They didn't know what was going on, and he ended up being brought to the Soarin Hawk, and he had a broken right wing and a little bit of damage to his eye, so we knew he couldn't be released to hunt anymore, so we thought he was a pretty friendly little guy, and he came to stay with us and is one of our education birds. He got his name from the volunteer who was, all the birds go to a volunteer's house to learn how to step up on the glove. And she named him Puck after a wood sprite in the Shakespeare story Midsummer's Night Dream. And he's a mischievous character.
Yes.
So she thought Puck was a good name for him.
I don't think you can twist that much further.
He's looking
And
straight
they
behind
would
him.
turn their heads about 270 degrees each way, so,
Yeah, but he's
but
trying
not all the way around.
He's trying for 360.
He sure is.
He's keeping an eye on you.
That's cute.
Keep an eye out. He's pretty supple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's important that all these birds get habituated somewhat before they start them training into stepping up, get some of the PRT going, positive reinforcement training. And so each one of them gets trained, before that they're introduced, if you will, to the public. And so, right? Yeah.
Right, and his Valentine was actually one of my favorites, because it just said, Valentine, I tolerate you. And the little straight face on there, you could just picture who that Valentine might go to.
Okay. What's going on back there? Okay.
Something fell out of the bag.
Oh, okay. No, we don't want any mice running around, okay?
So, here is his Valentine.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just showed
Okay,
his.
sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was busy doing something.
Yeah.
So they had a tie,
Yes,
Yeah.
and a tie,
so you're in that.
and the tie with
Athena.
Athena.
Okay.
And here she
Slowly
is.
flying in.
Here's Athena.
Hi, Athena. How you doing? No, Eagle's in the way. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Cuddle up.
She does cuddle,
Yeah.
but she sees lots of big birds, and so she's
So,
not quite a year, so I think she's still trying to develop some of her confidence right now.
yeah. So her hatch day is coming up.
Her hatch day is coming up.
Yeah.
She'll be 1 year old, so when we first got her, she was just not quite a ball of fluff, but close enough, as her Valentine picture shows.
Good boy.
Yeah. There you go.
She's growing up to be a big girl.
Yeah. So,
Oh, hey.
yeah. And hopefully we're going to have a cage mate for her.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Hopefully they will all get along,
Yeah. Well, we don't always necessarily get along.
but we'll try.
Yeah.
She is definitely likes her pen, and it's like once you get in there, she's
Yeah. She's
this
a
is
big
my
girl.
space.
Yeah. She's a big girl, but she's also really gentle. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gentle.
And you have little dissimilar eyes, don't you?
Yep, she has some pupil dysfunction. They don't quite expand and contract like together. And she has a broken wing. And then when she was found, she was on the ground. It was actually the second time that these people had found her. And when they brought her in, she found it was an old fracture that had healed like that, and we couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was fortunate that there was her sibling was with her, and then there was another couple of babies, great horns, that she got to spend the spring and summer with, and then she got to watch them all be released, and with a tear in her eye and a tear in many of our eyes when she got to see them all go back.
Yeah. They went away, but she did spend time with Barb.
Yes,
And,
her owl mama Barb is. It was quite interesting to watch them because I don't know who ruled the roost there, Barb or Athena, but she had her own little toy box and her space in the whole room to herself, and she was greeted every morning watching The Neighbor, and every night she had people, and she'd watch The Sopranos, so she really liked that.
Yeah.
Needless to say, she was spoiled,
Yeah. Well,
and
that's
still
why.
is.
That's why she has those sharp talons, huh? After watching The Sopranos.
Yep, yeah.
But her cage mate or her roommate there for a while was an African gray parrot.
Yes, she had a buddy at Barb's house, Charlie, and Charlie used to call to Athena.
Yeah. So, but well, fortunately, Athena did not pick up any of Charlie's foul language.
Thank God they don't talk. Yes. Charlie has quite a vocabulary.
Yeah. Athena never just quite picked it up.
Nope.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to take her out.
Yeah, but she's still, like being a youngster, she's still pretty curious, following things around and watching, and she's easily distracted.
Right.
It's a happy Valentine's Day, sweet girl.
Okay.
Yep.
And do we have a Valentine's Day card?
Yep. Here is Athena's. Get a little glare here. And Athena says, Valentine, you're a hoot.
Yes,
And she is. That is one of her baby pictures
I
there.
haven't heard her hoot yet. Does she hoot at all?
She does occasionally, not as much as she used to, but
Oh, okay.
but then again, we're not here in the evening, so she might be having quite a conversation with other birds in the
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, because we do have great horns out here.
Yeah.
We have great horns and bards out here. We have, let's see, red tails, and we have the occasional bald eagle. So we have, and also we have seen red-shouldered hawks flying through here. So we have quite a number of visitors that come when we're not around. And so we only catch them occasionally on our security cameras or something like that. So, well, thank you.
She's a good girl.
So, good girl. Okay. So on day 4, our longtime favorite, Houdini, and that was a tie.
Another tie.
Another tie.
Yep.
Yeah. And hi, Who. How you doing? And who?
Hi.
Talk about Who for me.
Okay, Houdini. Houdini's been here a little longer. He came to us in 2009, and he came from Warsaw, specifically Barbie Lake, I think. And they don't know whether a car hit him or he hit something else, like a window or something. He had damage to his right eye. Yes, you did. And so he was blind right off in that particular eye. And later, then he started losing his eyesight in his left eye. So in about 2019, he had cataract surgery out at Purdue and repaired his left eye. And he doesn't have a roommate. He's pretty happy and animated, living by himself in one of our large cages. And particularly loves his enrichment toys that he gets. Sometimes he pulls them into his little house with him.
I think that's adorable.
It is. It's very cute. And his Valentine was, I'll always be yours, I think. Something like
Yes,
Always
owl.
Always be yours.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there he is.
So,
Yep.
and he's called Houdini because he's an escape artist.
that. Is that? I didn't know the reason.
Oh, that's why.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Did
think
he get
what was
away
it
a few
about a
times?
month ago? He escaped from his cage, and he explored the inside of our building here.
Oh.
And and the thing is that, and also because of the camouflage there, people coming into work, they walked right past him. They didn't even see him, you know. So he was sitting right there, and people were passing him, and then everybody started searching for him, and finally they said, "Gee whiz, he's right there," and everybody had walked in the door right past him, didn't even notice him. So he's an escape artist, and don't worry, we fixed the cage. And every so often I'll go in there, and I notice that he looks at that same spot where he escaped. And he looks at it, and I know he's trying to figure out how he can get those tie wraps off the door so he can escape. So, very good, Who.
Yay,
Goodbye.
Houdini.
Bye, Who. And so we had a tie, and the tie was with Chewy. Hey, Chewy. Chewy. Okay. This is Chewy, or his proper name, Chewbacca. Okay. Chewbacca is the Eurasian eagle owl, and
Chewy.
he was hatched in captivity, and so he represents one of the largest owls in the world. Eurasian eagle owls are probably they're larger than the great horn, so probably about 10%, 20% larger than a great horned owl, but not quite as big as Blankenston's fish owl, which is considered the largest owl in the world. And that's the combination of weight and wingspan. So, but tough owl, and we think this particular race is probably from the Himalayas. Looking at the coloration and stuff, he was probably his ancestors. Well, we'll do an ancestry 23 and see what we can find out.
Yeah. Chewy.
Chewy. So, why do we name him Chewy?
Why? Well, when he was young, when we first got him, he was about 9 weeks old, and he was covered with downy feathers. He was kind of a big, fluffy mess. Made weird sounds.
Yeah.
And he reminded me of Chewbacca,
Yeah.
Chewie from Star Wars. So I figured, well, I'm going to give him a name for now, and I started calling him Chewie, and it just kind of seemed to have stuck.
I'd say you were his mommy.
Yeah, I took care of him at my house, and he's just, I mean, he was an absolute pleasure. It was a gift for me to be able to have him at my house. I just adore him. He's definitely my Valentine. He's a good bird. I had to teach him how to shred up his food and eat it. He loved playing with his enrichment.
They kept
didn't-
you up nights?
No, not really.
Oh, I thought
no.
he played in the room there.
Well, about 10 o'clock at night, he would get his little sillies on, and then
Okay.
he'd quiet down. But he didn't fly when we first got him. He wasn't able to fly, so I had to put out some branches for him to hop from place to place. And then eventually he was able to fly, and he did a great job of flying one end of the room to the other.
I would like to
And-
have seen that. You running back and forth, waving your arms.
I didn't have to teach him that. The other things I did, but he definitely blossomed, and he's a gorgeous bird now. He really is, and he's a good birdie. I always tell him he's a good boy. I think he's a good boy.
Didn't he play with rolled up pieces of paper? Did he catch them?
Oh yeah, I would roll up a piece of newspaper and throw it up in the air, and he'd jump and catch them. So he was quite entertaining. I mean, really, he just loved playing with his enrichment and loved interacting with things. And the first time I saw him actually sleeping, he was laying down, kind of on his belly,
Yeah.
head down, and I was like, "Uh-oh, what happened to him?" And I realized, I was like, "Oh gosh, I hope I didn't kill him." But then I realized that's the way he would sleep, and just kind of laying down. So he was really an adorable little ball of fluff. Looks a lot different now than he did back then.
Yeah. Is that a big hawk back there?
Yeah.
I think we heard the
Yeah.
water machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so a fantastic bird. Yeah. So, and we're going to get to hear him talk too soon.
Chewy.
He's made some sounds out in the pen. Sometimes he'll do a whoo,
Yes.
kind of a whoo. That's all we've heard him do.
Yeah, it's funny. He's learning his hoot.
Yeah.
Okay. And does he have a Valentine?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna think this one's a little corny, I bet, Bob.
Oh, me, corn?
Valentine, I choose you.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
I
cute.
choose you. Very good.
And there is Chewy.
Yeah. You give him his Valentine's Day card and let him chew it up.
Yeah, another piece of enrichment.
Yeah, very good. So,
Now, did you mention the orange eyes compared to the great orange eyes that are
no,
yellow?
we didn't.
No.
Yeah, it's one of those genetic things, you know. And so
He's
so
like, you're not seeing my eyes now.
there are some raptors change color as they mature, but with the so if you notice that some of our owls have yellow eyes, some have brown eyes, you know, and some have orange eyes. So it's something that's genetic and kind of separates them, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Big eyes.
What he said.
Okay. So, what he said, yeah. So let's see. On day number 5, we had Monet. Monet, the barn owl, and here comes Julian, and people are getting a nice view of the wall there.
Yeah.
What?
You talking? Huh? Filming.
What's the matter? She says, "What's that? What are you doing to me?"
Delete it. Oh.
I got a picture
Oh.
of you here somewhere.
Where?
Oh, you lost it?
How did that happen? Sorry, Monet.
That's what you get with live television.
That's right. You never know what's going to happen.
What do you think about that, Monet?
Oh.
What do you think? Well, that's you. Yes, it is.
Oh, look, he's looking.
That's you.
Who's that birdie? Who's that birdie?
Not real.
Don't fool the bird.
Yeah, it is. He should
So-
turn his head upside down.
So, okay, so Monet is a barn owl, which aren't very common in this area of Indiana. Usually you find them out there in the Amish areas, where the Amish kind of appreciate having these guys around. They let them stay in their barns or silos or whatever. And because these guys polish off a lot of moles and mice and things like that, really protect their farm areas. And but Monet is what? She's about what, a year old?
She was a year old in September,
Okay.
and she was one of our 2 captive bred raptors. So she is very healthy, has everything intact, wings and eyes and feet. She can fly, but we can't let her fly loose because she has not been trained how to survive in the wild, so we have to keep her. And we keep her tethered because if she take off, she may not come back, and that would be disastrous.
Well, why don't you take her out to the flight pen and let her fly around?
I don't know about the big one, but I'm thinking of putting her in the smaller flight pen.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Give her-
she flies at
Yeah,
night,
good.
more active at night.
because they're really a beautiful bird in flight.
They are a beautiful bird. If you'll notice, all the owls that you've seen so far kind of look alike in a sense. Most of them have tufts and same coloring, and barn owls are obviously have a totally different.
Well, they're a completely different family from the other
Yeah,
owls.
right.
So these are called, barn owls have their own family of Tytos, and all the rest of the owls are what they call typical owls, and they belong to a completely different.
Yeah.
And for the moment, the Latin name just escapes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry
I
about
almost
that.
called him Tyto, but no, we came up with
So
Monet.
he's Tyto alba.
Tyto alba, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a
Right,
Tyto
right,
alba.
right.
Okay, but there's like 23 different species of barn owls, and so there's sooty owls and mast owls, and there's grass owls. There's so all around the world, all in the typically in the what do you might call the middle band, if you will. But these guys are pretty universal. Barn owls are found all around the world. They're cosmopolitan, and they're cavity nesters, if you will. They like so they'll go in holes in trees. They'll nest in caves, things like that. So they're pretty wide. Like I said, they're pretty widespread all the way around the world. But they don't go too far north. Okay, so we're just about at the northern range for these guys, northern part of the range. And but yeah, you'll find them. One of the most fascinating things I saw in Borneo on the oil palm farms, they have nest boxes up for the barn owls, because the barn owls eat the rats that go after the the fruit of the oil palms.
Oh.
So that was kind of amazing that you would not think of these guys as being a tropical bird, but there they are. But they're what make English mysteries a real fun thing to watch. Coming out of the church steeple and going.
So aren't they
Come on.
the only owl that doesn't hoot? They just make
Yeah,
that.
that's they make the screech. Yeah, they don't hoot.
And it's loud.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you're right. They're one of the owls that don't give a hoot. Okay. Oh, terrible. Okay. I think my time is up. Okay. So, and then on the last day, I guess on the same
Yeah.
day as Monet, we had one of our favorites, Jeff the bald eagle. Hey, Jeff. Jeff and Nicole here. And Jeff's got his hood on, just to kind of keep him calm a little bit while he's walking around. So, you're looking majestic, Jeff. You're looking good. You enjoying the warmth in here? Normally he's out there in that cage on the north side of our facility, enjoying looking out there, watching for caribou or elk or something going through there.
You never know.
You never know. But he keeps his eyes peeled. I know that there's a bald eagle that flies in from a villa every so often. He kind of keeps an eye out for that, and keeps an eye open. But he's keeping check on everything, right? Yeah. So Jeff is what, 8 years old?
9 and a half.
9.5. Gosh, geez. It's been a long, long time. And he was introduced, hatched up in Flint, Michigan, and made his way down to Belle Island there off Detroit, and then flew over and on his way to Salamone, and on the way he hit some power lines in Wabash, and fell to the ground, and started going up and down the people's backyards looking for puppies and kittens.
Jeff.
And that's when we got a call, and we got him on Christmas Eve day, picked him up, and brought him in, and he had electrical burns, and one of his wings has developed arthritis, and so he's not able to fly very well, so he would never make it in the outside. So now he's one of our pride and joys, right, Jeff? Yeah. The only problem with Jeff is he's on the heavy side, isn't he?
He's about 10 pounds right now.
About 10 pounds, and when you get him out there on the arm, it's a little much, isn't it? Yes. But he's a gentle bird, and but we're still going through treatment with him, you know, getting that arthritis kind of worked out, get him feeling better, and you know, eats, likes fish. Being a carrion eater, a lot of times when we, after we process a deer or something like that, well, we give him some of the bones, and he can clean up on, particularly he likes ribs, doesn't he? Yeah, ribs.
Yum,
yeah.
yum.
What sauce? I don't know.
Mild.
Mild sauce.
Natural.
Natural, okay, the natural sauce. So he has a great time with that, and has a lot of enrichment toys in there. Right now in the wintertime, we don't have his pool in there, but in the summertime, he has a nice little swimming pool he can go into, and he can pursue his duck decoys and his fish and other things that might be in there. And so what kind of a Valentine's Day card did we have?
Oh, his says, "Will you be my tweetheart?"
Oh my gosh, how corny can that be?
But bump.
Gee whiz. I thought you were a proud bald eagle. There you come up with something tweet. Do something else. Actually, he's a real pussycat, aren't you? He likes being held, and so the handlers here, they spend quite a few hours with him every day, sitting out on the front porch, drinking mint juleps and rocking back and forth.
We wish.
But so he'll sit out there, and he snuzzles up. He has a few of his favorites that he likes, and he'll snuzzle up with people. So he's not quite that mean old bird that everybody thinks he is.
He's a good bird.
He's a good bird. Well, there's no such thing as a bad bird, you know, and there's no such thing as an ugly bird, right? Right. What are you watching? I gotta see. I don't see what you're watching. I don't know what it is, but anyways, he's keeping an eye out. He's got that eagle eye, and he's keeping an eye out, and he's taking care of us. So that's what everybody did for Valentine's Day, and I want to thank everybody who voted in their favorite bird. You know, and don't forget, you know, we'll you know, well, all these guys have to be fed. You know, so go ahead and you know, send in a few bucks if you can. I'd really appreciate it. The birds would really appreciate it. And no questions, huh?
No.
Comments?
Oh, people are saying have a lot of smiley faces and hearts, and Frank said that Houdini is his favorite. It's hard to have favorites when you have so many wonderful birds. Really, it is.
Yep, they're all our favorites, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get teased because I say, "Oh, I love that bird. I love that bird." And then a guy on my animal avian care crew, he always says, "You love all the birds." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're right." So
I think next thing we're going to have is a contest with the birds and let them vote on their favorite handler.
I don't know. Some of us might be crushed with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Chewy.
think the birds do have their favorite
Thank you,
handlers.
Mama.
You know, the ones that
Here's
they
Mama.
immediately get up on the fist. You know, so maybe that's a contest we'll run someday. Yeah, right. The poor vultures, they didn't get anything, did they?
No, they got votes, but not
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 very
to
many.
beat these
Yeah,
guys.
Well, that was because Lynn kept voting for them over and over.
Oh, it was only one vote per person.
Yeah, supposedly, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways, I think my time is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, our time is up. So we'll see you next week. Anybody have an idea of a topic they would like to talk about? You know.
And next week we are going to talk about Athena because
yeah.
we're going to have a birthday party
We're
for
gonna have a
her.
birthday party coming up for Athena.
So
Okay,
if you would like to send Athena a gift,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a mouse or something,
Oh,
you can always go
several
to
ways. Yeah, sure.
our
She takes
website.
She takes a medium rat.
Yeah.
So she'll take a medium rat, or she'll take a couple mice, you know, a chipmunk or two, you know. So find something like that. So
Snuggling.
I'm going
Aw.
to say goodbye and go back out there into the cold, cruel world, and you know.
Yeah, what did it warm up to 2?
No, actually, it was. I saw
Oh,
18.
it's
8.
No.
It was 8. My car said 8 the last time I
Oh.
was. But
my watch says 19.
Yeah, 19. I was going to say I saw 20.
Shorts
when I was
weather.
here.
Anyway,
Oh boy, get bathing suits on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see you next week. And if you have a favorite topic, you know, send us a hint of something you'd like to see us talk about. You know, we can talk on any number of subjects, even if it doesn't have anything to do with birds. You know, but that's another story.
yeah.
You know, but we'll try it. So I'm going to say goodbye. And
Okay.
don't forget, if you want to come out and visit us, you can come. You can sign up for the Raptor adventure. You know, come out. And, oh yeah, who's that? Huh? What is that? Okay. He goes, what the heck is that? He doesn't understand that. Okay. What? I think I'll stand over here. What? Huh? Yeah, I know, that's interesting. Okay, won't do that again. Because there's a couple fingers. Probably stubby. Yeah. So, yeah,
Is he gonna-
I know, right.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think that's goodbye. That's goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
And
going to see you. And,
Eagle
yeah.
Ease.
And again, if you have a topic you want us to talk about, you know, send it in. You know, and we'll do some research and we'll talk about it, or we'll just fake it. Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Thanks
Bye,
for
everybody.
tuning in.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Monet.